All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Let's go! Come on, set! Check! Come on!
They'll run on first down. It's Watts. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Strong. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watts. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw on 3rd down, Strong. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Yellow. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding Gabriel, complete. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a long range.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mike. Yellow. Argo Blue 80. 15. Switch up.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. We got it. 36.
Looking to throw. Strong. Over the middle, complete. That's Watts. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A pass there complete to Westbrook, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. On first down, Watts. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the ball. 54. Hey, man.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop, Breeland speaks. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Strong right. Even. Yellow. Even.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yellow. 57. Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Get ready. Check 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Strong. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Intercept, baby.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
From the 27, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point right down the middle. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Check, 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 check. Watch the safety creep. Check, 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 check. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. Okay.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Shift, shift. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, color. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Ribley. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Proctor, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun. Strong. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Watts. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike 52. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw. Strong. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Watts. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Strong. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Strong. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Strong. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Proctor. There he goes, right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
15.
On 1st down, Proctor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Proctor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a give right side. Proctor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 56.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking to throw. Strong. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.